I kid you not, like a well-edited 60 to 90-second video showcasing the energy and the testimonials and the highlights from the event will sell more tickets for your next event than almost anything else. Hey there, and welcome back to Creating Powerful Impact. I'm your host, Shay Wheat, and today we are diving into one of my favorite topics, which is event marketing strategies that are so effective they kind of feel a little unfair. Now, I know event marketing can absolutely feel overwhelming, especially when you are trying to fill a room with the right people without necessarily breaking the bank. But here's the good news. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. So, I'm about to walk you through 7 powerful marketing tactics that we use time and time again to sell out our clients' events, to attract the perfect attendees, and to create powerful, profitable, high converting experiences. So, whether you're running your first event or you've hosted dozens and dozens, you'll find at least one strategy today that you, I feel, can immediately increase your ticket sales and your impact. So, let's dive in. Let's first start with one marketing thing that most people think of, and that is paid ads. Now, I know ads can feel intimidating if you've never used them before, but here's the reality. Paid advertising speeds up the process. Now, we've used Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Google Ads to fill our conversion or our enrollment events. And when it's done right, they work because they get you in front of the right people. They get your event in front of the right people at the right time instead of waiting for the organic reach to catch up. So, my pro tip for you, however, is don't just promote the event, you need to lead with value. So use a compelling video ad that really showcases some of your past events. It showcases testimonials or it gives like a behind the scenes look of what the attendees will gain. These ads that really tell a story tend to convert better than simply like, here's the register now button, right? So that's the first one. And while paid ads are great, organic marketing is the long-term game, and that really builds the deep trust. So you deserve to have both. Because when you're posting consistently on social media, whether that's Instagram or LinkedIn or TikTok or YouTube, wherever, it helps the really establish that authority. It allows you to engage with your audience and create buzz around your event. So, things that you're looking to post on social side for organic is the short form videos. You can be answering FAQs about your event. You can show some behind the scenes preparations. If you have any outside speakers, you could do speaker announcements. You can be using testimonials from past attendees, or even just attendees if it is a conversion enrollment event, attendees of your program, right? And why they choose to work with you or go to the events and do the things or participate in the things that you have promoting. You can also do some countdown posts with early bird reminders. The main thing I want you to be thinking about from both perspectives is one, if you've already done an event, make sure that you're capturing BTS, capturing video, capturing audio, because this is where we are reusing past event content to promote the next event. So, like a quick recap video or an attendee testimonial post will really help build that credibility and also generate some FOMO. The third one I want you to take a look at is something that people don't necessarily talk a whole lot about because it's not the sexiest, and that's your email marketing. email marketing still delivers some of the highest ROI for event sales. It makes sense, right? Because like when people join your list, they're already interested in what it is you're offering. So if you've been building an audience, your email list should be one of the first places that you promote your event. But the key is not to spam them with a ton of sales messages. I've seen some people do nothing but utilize their email list to spam whatever it is they're promoting at the time. And so you need to have a combination. Really, you want to think about sticking to a 3-to-1 ratio. For every three value packed emails, send one sales driven email. But the best email sequences for event sales, like I said, is you want to have value first. Share a helpful tip, behind the scenes insights, offer them some exclusive early bird discount, right? Value first, pour into them. Secondly, you want to be taking a look at personal stories. So, highlighting how past attendees have transformed through your event, as well as taking a look at the urgency and scarcity piece, utilizing deadlines to create some action. So, that's where your early bird pricing comes in. Maybe you've got limited seating, maybe you've got some VIP bonuses. Those are things that you want to be looking at as part of your email sequencing and mapping out leading into your event. But again, stick to that 3-to-1 ratio. For every three value added emails, do one sales driven email. The fourth one I want to take a look at is for the people that are skeptical. Those people, they want to see proof that your event is worth their time and money, to be honest. Now, what's the best way to prove that to them? In our opinion, it is showcasing real people who have already attended. So, where are you utilizing these testimonials? You are utilizing them on your event landing page, you're using them in your paid ads, you're using it inside your emails and your social media posts. This is where you want to make sure that you actually bake into every event that you're doing a way to capture more testimonials. People that are attending for the first time, as well as people that have already been a part of your program, been a part of your world, people that have come back time and time again and asking different layers of questions. Now, if you don't have testimonials, start capturing them in even like the mini events that you do. So if you're hosting a masterclass, instead of your big 3-day event, your enrollment event, you can still capture testimonials from your smaller masterclass that you might be doing a masterclass to your list, leading them into ticket sales. So, a simple 30-second clip of an attendee saying like, "This event changed my business." That's gold for marketing future events. Now, along the lines of testimonials, I was just talking to a client doing some consulting work, and they were asking me like, okay, how do we bank this in more? Like, what do we give as like a shot list to our testimonial team, to our photography team? What should they be capturing? So we do have these things we can pull from later down the road. And so I have this huge, massive document of ideas. And so let me just read a couple of them to you right here. Generally, you want to be capturing things throughout your event. Things like the host, the speaker, sharing a story and being in the crowd. So you're not on stage, you are actually in amongst the tables or in amongst the chairs. That's some really good BTS footage and photos to capture. The view of you, the speaker, with the audience to the front, as well as the back, right? So then you can get the behind the scenes shot of shooting into the crowd, as well as the audience in the forefront shooting into you being on stage. You can do fun things like behind the curtain, looking into the audience, different wardrobe changes if you change your wardrobe a couple of times or it's a couple of day event. You can have obviously anybody who's on stage, you want to capture that. You want to capture testimonials, when you're thinking about testimonials, you want to find a couple of different places. So, place number one is like a quiet location where you can get the testimonial. Maybe you have like a comfortable chair, or there's like a plant nearby, natural lighting nearby, but you can get a little bit more of the in-depth type of questions. So those questions are maybe ones that are already in your program, already chose to move forward with you, and you're asking things like, where was your business before name of program? And just a real quick tip, when they're doing the testimonial, have them repeat the question back. So before the XYZ program, my business was, and then you talk about like the specific challenges, the frustrations, the income, the lack of clients, the inner game blocks, like whatever it was, right? Um, Also for your current clients, you're going to be saying like, what specific changes have you made in your business since being in the program or since attending this event? What has changed? And that's where I want those measurable results, the income that you've generated, the number of new clients, the sales, so on and so forth. And then how has this impacted your life? How has this success impacted your life? I now have the money to take care of my parents. I'm now a better role model for my daughter. I'm confident knowing I can make money and travel all over the world and so on and so forth, right? Which is very different than the questions you're asking people that are not currently in your programs. So those ones are going to be more along the lines of what has been the best thing you've learned at this event? How do you see this helping your business? What would you say to someone who's considering attending this event in the future? So different types of questions based on who you're asking the questions of. So the ones, again, in a quiet space, location, comfortable chair, plants, natural lighting, you're getting into the deeper questions. And it's going to be a longer testimonial that you will end up cutting up and using differently versus, so that's one. Another set of testimonials is capturing the excitement of the event by having the person in front of the camera and then the crowd is behind them. So this is really great for moments like in the morning before you open up the doors. There's this buzz behind them, and it's okay if you have some background noise because they can see there's a ton of people that are there that are excited and waiting to get in the space. Okay. This is also a great opportunity for those that are not clients yet. You can utilize this shot for them. And then if you can, and it makes sense, you can go outside and find a nice place outside that just kind of gives you a different look and feel. But regardless, I would schedule time slots and put it into your run a show. So the ones that are your current clients and they had a crazy awesome result since working with you and you want to capture that during the event, schedule it. So on day one, on the first break, you're able to capture one or two of those sit down type testimonials. And that way you're capturing 5 to 10 of those throughout the event. And then you can sprinkle in the quicker soundbite kind of testimonials. Okay, so hopefully that gives you a couple of pieces in regards to the testimonials. And then because you have that bank, now you can utilize it going forward. All right, let's move on to number 5. If you take like nothing else from the episode, please make sure you at least capture this one. And that is creating a recap video after your event. I kid you not, like a well-edited 60 to 90-second video showcasing the energy and the testimonials and the highlights from the event will sell more tickets for your next event than almost anything else. I would say other than being on other people's stages, right? But this is a great way for people who are, especially if they're visual type peoples, to see and experience what it is that they're going to be getting into. And that's like, okay, now my skeptical people are going, okay, yeah, it's totally worth my time, energy, and effort. This is what we call more of a sizzle video. So you're, again, in your BTS, your behind the scenes, things you're capturing are the crowd energy, the speaker moments, the attendee reactions, the networking clips, the testimonials that, you just overlay with the music. These are all things that kind of come together as a part of your sizzle reel or your sizzle video that you then utilize to support you in selling the next event. And then you can use this also in your ads, like the first thing that we talked about, putting it in your Facebook or your Instagram ads and pinning it to the top of your event website. Your event sales page should have this video above the fold as well. Okay. Number 6 is if you are wanting to reach more people with less effort, my suggestion is you really leverage influencer partnerships and affiliate marketing. So how does this work? You are going to want to take a look at industry influencers who are aligned with your brand. They speak to your same audience, but do something different from you. So if you were to look at somebody and the people that they serve, you are the next logical, next best step, right? So then that's in alignment. It's like, oh, they worked with so-and-so, they've been following so-and-so, and what it is that you do serves their audience right after they're done with them. That's somebody that would be definitely in alignment with your brand. Somebody that's sidelined to you. So for like in my space, if I were to do this, if I was hosting an event on events, I would want to align with people that are in the AV space, right? Audiovisual people. They have my same audience, but they do something different than I do. So I would do a masterclass with them. I would do something to offer them an affiliate type of relationship and connect with them to see how I can support their audience. So that's sideline. So you can do before, after, sideline to you. Like who are the industry influencers that are similar to you but don't do what it is that you do. And like I said, you could offer them a special discount code or let's say a free VIP ticket in exchange for promoting the event. You could pay them based on the ticket sales that they actually sell. The thing is, you are looking for somebody who has an engaged audience because this alone can help you explode your ticket sales. And you don't have to do this with 20 million people. You're looking for like a handful of people. So how it works really well for a lot of our clients is asking the affiliate to host you on their platform. And this could be they send out an email to their list saying that they're doing a masterclass and you are the guest trainer. And then on that masterclass, you're obviously teaching them value and all of those pieces. And at the end, you're offering tickets to your event. So you could, I mean, heck, I have clients that will give the affiliate the entire price of the event ticket. Now you have to play with the numbers and make sure it actually fits in your budget. But for those of you that are utilizing this kind of marketing and you're selling into your main event as a enrollment or an acquisition event, and the goal is to then spend 3 days with you, you go from somebody else's audience, they're hosting you on their stage for a masterclass, 90 minutes. You offer tickets into your 3-day event, and then you get to spend 3 days with them. And in your 3-day, you're offering your high ticket offer. So it is absolutely worth giving your affiliate the entire cost of the ticket if it means that just one of their audience members ends up purchasing your $15,000 program, right? Spend $1,000 to make 15? Heck yeah, I would. So with your affiliates, you can also do it on the attendee side. So I've seen people utilize like a referral challenge. So let's say you refer 3 friends to come to the event. So you as an attendee, I invite 3 friends, I end up earning a VIP access. Cool. I refer 10 friends and I get a special post-event 90-minute group workshop with you, the speaker. So not only does this give them more access to you, not only does it give you 10 tickets, but then you're also in front of a group of people who, if they haven't already joined you in your world, you can also remind them of what it looks like to continue to work with you. So that's like a win-win-win across the board. Now, for this entire affiliate thing to work, you obviously have to find the right people. We're not looking for the ones that are like, I've got 500,000 people, but the majority of them are bots. You're looking for the ones that are, let's say, have 10,000 people, but they're deeply engaged followers. That's extremely better than the 500,000 people with majority being bots. So that's number 6. Now, number 7. If you are wanting to kind of like keep the momentum going and you want to guarantee sales for your next event, the best way to do that is to sell tickets while attendees are still at this event. This is one that I see people forget all the time. And the reason this works so well is one, your attendees are already emotionally engaged and they're riding the high of the event. 2, they're already invested in their transformation and they most likely don't want to lose the momentum. And then 3, you can always offer exclusive early bird discounts that they won't get any later, right? So we just done a 2-day event for somebody this was actually her fulfillment event. So it wasn't even enrolling people into her program. These people are already a part of her membership, but they were coming together for the first time in person. And it was around painting, right? So they were already learning how to paint. They were doing it in their membership, but they came in person, sold out 250 some odd tickets. At that event, I can't tell you how many people were asking us, I want my ticket. How do I buy my ticket? When's the next event? I don't want to lose this momentum. This was so fantastic. How do I make sure I get locked in? Because I know this event sold out super fast and I don't want to be in a situation where I don't get a ticket next time. That's what you want. So sell your tickets at the event for the next year. Even if you don't have the dates, even if you don't have the venue locked in, cool. Say in August of next year, and then you can give them more details. So you end up doing this on the final day of your event, announce the special offer for the next event. And then you can just have a simple sign up form ready to go while all of their excitement is still super high. Now, lastly, I want to take a look at using virtual events as part of your ticket funnel. This is one of our favorite ways, and I touched on it a little bit earlier on the affiliate side, but you can do this for your own list as well and your own marketing and social medias. So it could look like something, a 3-day challenge, an online summit, your own masterclasses, your own webinars, leading people to get a taste of the experience and at that virtual event. And then you offer VIP tickets to join live and in person. Or, if you are going to do hybrid, obviously you can do virtual to virtual as well. But we always recommend that you sell out your live in person first. And the reason this works is it lowers the risk. So people are excited. They've experienced you before committing to a longer event or an in-person event. It also creates some urgency. So in their brain, they could be thinking like, holy cow, if this is what I get for a free event, just like imagine what I get in person when I'm spending more time with them, when I'm spending more than 90 minutes with them. What am I going to walk away with? And it also warms up your colder leads. So some attendees that have probably been on your list for a while but haven't engaged, this gives them an opportunity to do a virtual event with you. And then they go, oh, okay, yeah, that's right. This is what I'm still working on. This is still the pain I'm in. Come check it out. And then go, oh, wait, I can be in person. Let's do an in-person event. Yes, fantastic. So virtual events to drive them to in-person attendance. All right. I know that was a lot, but I really feel that these 7 different strategies that we utilize to help us sell out our clients' events will support you in increasing your conversions and also creating incredible attendee experiences as well. So my question is, which one are you going to implement first? Which one are you going to work on? Are you going to start looking at some affiliates? Are you going to start doing some ads? Which one? Which one's your first go-to one? And for those of you that are interested in going deeper into event marketing, I've put together a free guide on just how to get your event up and running. And so you can find that at eventfreegift.com. And as always, if you've gotten value from today's episode, take a second to subscribe and leave a review. It helps more entrepreneurs like you learn how to create powerful and profitable events. Until next time, keep creating powerful impact. Take care. Thank you so much for listening to the Creating Powerful Impact podcast. If you are a successful coach, speaker, author, or thought leader who would like to be on this program, simply visit creatingpowerfulimpact.com/guest. If you are someone who got something out of this interview, would you please do me a favor and share this episode on social media? Just do a quick screenshot with your phone and text it to a friend or post it on your socials. Also, if you know somebody that would be a great guest, tag them on social media to let them know about the show and include the hashtag Creating Powerful Impact. I love seeing all of your posts and great guest selections. We are regularly putting out new episodes and content. To make sure you don't miss any episodes, go ahead and subscribe. Your thumbs up, ratings, and reviews go a long way to help promote the show, and they really mean a lot to me and my team. Want to know more about us? Head on over to our website, graceandeaseproductions.com, or follow me on LinkedIn, Facebook, or Instagram. Just look for Grace and Ease Productions on your favorite platform. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.